and this guy says something like, "Oh, I love your hair," and your friend says it's a wig. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Marcel. My channel is all about self-love, self-development, basically everything that molds us to being the person that we want to be. And guys, if you haven't subscribed already, what are you waiting for? Please go ahead and subscribe to encourage me and also to motivate me to keep doing these videos. Today's video will be about the type of friends that I feel like we need to stay away from. Obviously, we all know the importance of choosing your friends wisely, but I feel like there's some certain things that we might overlook because we do not want to lose somebody. We love them and we basically overlook on certain things that I feel, in my opinion, might be very dangerous in the long run or can lead to our downfall. If you have anyone around you that portrays any of these characteristics that I'm going to mention today, or that has done any of these things, then you know what to do. So remember that not everyone is meant to go from season to season in your life. Some people are in your life for one reason and one season. So I feel like we need to learn how to let people go and be all right. You know, we need to appreciate people in their seasons. And honestly, it is better for you to have an enemy than to have a frenemy. We have to be careful in life because sometimes the frenemies are even dangerous than our enemies. And God forbid that we have anyone in our lives who we consider friends who are like frenemies. The first type of friend for me will be the ones that secretly hate you. Those are the most dangerous ones. And someone can be wondering, how do you know if your friend secretly hates you? You need to watch their reaction every time that you are in your high in your life. Anytime that someone is probably paying you a compliment, or you're in the spotlight, you need to watch their reaction. See their facial expression. How they are reacting in that moment will tell you exactly how they genuinely feel about you or whether they like you. Look at their body language. Notice the things that they say at certain times. And also, guys, one thing that we neglect a lot is that we all have this intuition in us that I feel like we need to start listening to often. Like, you need to listen to your intuition and trust it. So if you have that gut feeling in you that your friend or someone that you're considering your best friend does not like you, then they probably don't. Trust me. If someone, for example, is saying that, "Oh, I love your hair," you guys are in a bar together or whatever, or basically getting all the attention, and this guy says something like, "Oh, I love your hair," and your friend says it's a wig, drop them. Drop them. Those are the sort of friends I'm talking about. They literally cannot help themselves. If any friend is out there making sure that you do not outshine them, that's not a friend. They're with you to keep you down so that they can keep on being on top. They can see things like, "Oh, but it's not her shoe though." Someone can be like, "Oh, I like your outfit," and if you've learned it from your friend, they can just basically out you there. They can be like, "But it's not her dress, like she got it from me." Those are the sort of friends you need to cut. Another thing is, this friend will never congratulate you for anything you've accomplished in your life. They will never tell you, "Oh, congrats," or they will never be like over happy about anything that any accomplishment. Like, if you've started a business, they will never post it for you. They will never promote it. They will never tell people about your business. Or, they will watch your stories and stuff, and they will never like or repost or anything, Those are the sort of friends that hate you quietly. They watch your stories just to make sure you're not popping more than they are popping. And if you have a friend and you tell them, you call your friend like in all excitement, you're like, "Hey, I just got engaged. Oh, this person's proposed to me." You tell your friend that your fiance has proposed to you. First thing your friend asks you is, "I hope the ring is big." Like, why do you worry about the ring so much? Like, you should be like, you are getting married, we're gonna plan the wedding. You know, you want that excitement from your friend, and obviously you want it to be genuine. They like to diminish you, they like to say things that are not good in front of people. You know, if you're getting like a spotlight and people are talking good about you, they will basically say some slick comments that you might sometimes laugh at, that you know for a fact has hurt you, but you overlook them because they're your friend and you want to like think that they like you, but they don't. Honestly, we need to pay attention to these things, and you don't need anyone around you that hasn't got your best interests at heart. The next type of friends to drop, in my opinion, are those friends that will sit in a gathering of girls or sit in a gathering of all the people who are talking shit about you, and this person will sit there quietly. Sitting there silently is already enough, not to talk about the ones that will actually, you know, go as far as adding their own 2 cents in. Like, they might say something back. If you're sat somewhere and you're considered to be my friend and people are talking about me, you're either chipping in or adding your own, or you're not defending me. I'm sorry, we cannot be friends. There's no point. I'd rather be by myself than to be friends with somebody that genuinely doesn't have your best interest at heart. So that's one of the type of friends that we need to drop in 2023. Stay away from that friend that always likes to portray a certain type of image in front of people, and you know very well the real her, and you know she's not like that. Or when you guys go in a gathering and your friend suddenly like changes and she reacts like somebody that you don't know. Like, those people that like to be fake because they want to fit in, those are the sort of people that we want to drop. Okay, we do not want anyone who cannot be authentically themselves around us or around other people, because you never know with that sort of person. They are ready to do anything to fit in. That sort of person that only wants to hang around like stylish or popular people, or people that wear designer without even thinking about how those people got the designers in the first place. Or, you know, they just want to be friends because they feel like that will put them here. I don't want to be friends with anybody that is friends with somebody because of materialistic things and not because of the qualities of that person. And that's the sort of friends that will basically use you and drop you. They'll come in your life because they want to get something at a particular time, and when you're down, they drop you. The next type of friends that I feel like we need to stay away from are those friends that destroy your self-esteem. You have that particular friend that cannot stop pointing out how much weight you put on. They cannot stop pointing out all those little things on your body that you're insecure about. I'll just take an example here. Like, so I have big boobs, and I've had big boobs all my life. You know, since I was a teenager, I've always been like big boob girl. And sometimes you like it, sometimes you don't. You know how us women are. Your emotions go up and down. So I have moments where I do feel sometimes like, oh, it's too much, and to the point where I used to consider surgery. Like, but you know, I have this friend where we will all dress up together, and she'll be saying things like, oh, your boobs are too big. You know, pointing out those things that they know that you're insecure about, because they want to diminish you, and basically reduce your self-esteem so that they can outshine you. That is wrong. Stay away from those people. If your friend is always pointing out how big your nose is, or how big your belly is, or how small your butt is, if they're always pointing out those negative things on your body that you do not appreciate or have insecurities about, just not a nice person. If you're already struggling with like body insecurities, you do not want your friend, someone that you're meant to trust, and someone who is supposed to, you know, help you out in certain situations, to be the one to put you down. The next type of friends that I feel like we need to drop are those people who are like, you know, social butterflies. Those people who want to be friends with anybody and everybody. Listen, I've got my values in life, I've got principles, I've got people that I know for a fact, if you're doing certain thing, we cannot be friends. Not because I hate you, but because it goes against everything I believe in. So if you have that friend that literally is friends with everybody, you don't even get to know somebody before they become friends with them. Not everybody should be accessible to you. I feel like you know, you need to protect your energy. Before I can be friends with somebody, I need to make sure that we can get along. along, that that your values are the same as mine, we like the same thing, all that kind of stuff. But some people just go out there just being friends with everybody without even knowing them properly. So you obviously don't want to associate yourself with that, because you don't want them to bring any trouble to your doorstep. The other type of friends that I feel like we should stay away from are the ones that judge you. Guys, friendships are supposed to be a safe place where you can talk to your friend about anything, regardless of what you have done. You want your friend to listen to you. Obviously, I'm not saying that your friend should not correct you if you've done anything wrong. They should absolutely correct you, but it should be out of love. Your friend should be there to listen, but also to guide you and advise you if need be, and to help you in certain situations. They shouldn't use what you have said to them to judge you. And also, those are the sort of friends that when you've had issues, that stuff that you've told her, they will go out there and repeat it to other people just to shame you. The other type of friend that I feel like we should stay away from are the ones that want to address everything on social media. The ones that are always subbing people on social media. They want to talk about issues that they have with other friends on social media, because what that tells me is that person is very toxic. But also, that's the sort of people that will also put your business on blast. They will pour it all out on social media. If you guys ever had an issue, or if you see that person always addressing issues on social media, issues that they have with other people, stay away from them. It's just very toxic for me. I want people that portray good qualities on the outside. When you're nice inside, it shows on the outside as well. So let's choose our friends very wisely. And guys, I really want to hear about your thoughts on all of these points that I have listed today. If you have ever had anyone around you who has portrayed or demonstrated any of these traits, please share in the comments below. I'll be reading all the comments, and I really cannot wait to read your stories as well. You never know, it might help somebody out there. So guys, thank you so much again for watching this video. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.